Austen Lane, ESPN 690 radio outside of TIAA Bank Field. Doing my 3 takeaways from the day. Obviously in a lot better mood. The last time I was out here, I don't have Saints fans getting all over me. There's not a lot of Jets fans out here. If there was, they're being pretty quiet right now, so I enjoy that. But let's get into it. But my 3 takeaways from this game. Takeaway number 1, the offense. The offense has been firing on all cylinders lately. I thought the offensive line did a great job protecting Minshew for the most part. I think they only gave about 2 sacks today. So that was a nice look on the offensive line. Leonard Fournette, he had one long run. That was kind of all his rushing today. But I think he had I want to say it was over 130 all-purpose yards. And anytime you can get Leonard Fournette over 120 all-purpose yards in rushing and receiving, you're going to have a good day. And I thought they used him really well in the run game, especially that opening drive. They utilized him in the pass game, come right back to him in the run game, wide open for like a 70-yard run. Got caught at the end, unfortunately, but I thought he had a really good day. And when Leonard Fournette has a good day, the Jaguars have a good day. So that was a good thing to say. Duval, what's up? Duval! As you can see, fans are happy and I'm happy, so it's all good, man. We have some Jets fans over there, not saying a word. It's all right, though. It's all right, though. My second takeaway of the day, got to go to the defense. That the defense stepped up for the most part. The first drive, I was a little worried because we discussed on the show coming into this game, this is a copycat league. And you have to look what the New England Patriots did to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts. Do you know why he was seeing ghosts against the Patriots? Because they blitz almost every single play. That very first drive for the Jets, there was 0 blitzing going on from the Jaguars. Then Sam Darnold got pretty comfortable. That's the last thing you want to see as a Jaguars fan. Fortunately, after that first drive, after that touchdown was given up, the Jaguars come back, start blitzing a little more, and that's when they start feasting. I think on the day, the Jaguars defensive line had 8 sacks. Everyone was getting a sack, it seemed like. Calais Campbell had a good day. Dwayne Smoot, good day. Josh Allen. If Calais Campbell's the mayor of Saxonville, Josh Allen might be the sheriff of New Sac City. I'm just saying. Mark it down now. Go ahead and trademark that. But overall, defense played really well. It's like I said, they have to know who they are. And I understand you want to rush 4 as a base in that front defensive line because they have the defensive line to do it. And I'm not sure what the numbers dictate, but it seems like whenever they blitz is when they have success. And they had a lot of success. They created some turnovers today again, and that's coming off the blitz. So I think going into Houston, whether you may want to play base a lot and rush 4, I feel like you have to blitz a little more, bring a linebacker, bring a safety, bring a corner, bring whoever it is. But anytime you garner that pressure off the blitz, it seems to work well for the Jaguars. Obviously, in the back end a little bit, I thought, their linebackers are a little vulnerable. The backup tight end today for the Jets had a really good game. Anytime you start 2 fresh new linebackers, there's going to be some coverage breakdowns. That's what you saw, especially in the red zone. But overall, I thought all things considered, I thought they played pretty well today. Injuries are going to be a big thing going forward now. Hayden was out. Ronnie Harrison had to get helped off the field. So a lot of question marks right now with the injuries, and especially a team that's hurting at the linebacker spot, now possibly hurting the secondary as well. Something to keep an eye on. Hopefully some of those guys will be back when they travel to London when they take on the Houston Texans. My third takeaway, it's the biggest takeaway, and it seems like it's always the biggest takeaway when I do these things, is Gardner Minshew. I thought Gardner Minshew played a hell of a game. And yeah, granted, maybe he got sacked once, turned the ball over because he held the ball, for a little too long. But there's things that Gardner Minshew can do with his feet that Nick Foles can't do. And on 2 of those touchdowns, you saw, especially in the red zone where the Jaguars have been struggling, Minshew scored touchdowns with his feet. He extended the drive a little bit. When you extend the play, you extend the drive, you score touchdowns. And Minshew did that twice today. So, listen, I understand what we're saying right now. Is it going to be Foles? Is it going to be Minshew? In my opinion, going to Houston, going to an unknown environment for Minshew, playing against a pretty good Houston Texans defense, I feel like if Minshew balls out that game and puts up some pretty damn good numbers like he did today, I feel like it's almost hard to deny that it's almost his team now. That he's earned that starting spot. I think it all comes down to the Houston game in London. We'll see what the Jaguars do. They'll have some time to think about that, obviously, because they have the bye week coming up after that. But I thought Minshew played a hell of a game. Everybody got involved, it seemed like, in the pass game. And overall, that's going to be the biggest story going forward, is what do the Jaguars do with their quarterback spot? We'll see in Houston. We'll see in London against Houston and kind of go from there. But obviously, a big win for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Unfortunately, Houston, they played today, so we'll see how they do. Indianapolis won at the last second. thanks to Vinatieri field goal, and Tennessee beat Tampa too. So still a super tough competitive division. Next week's game is going to mean a lot, so we'll see going into that. But obviously, it's always good to report from a Jaguars win. So I'm Austen Lane, ESPN 690. Those are my 3 takeaways.